السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. This is grade 5 science. هذا صف خامس علوم. And today we will be discussing the geosphere. Today we will be talking about the geosphere. Now I will share my screen. So this is about the effects of the geosphere. The effects of the geosphere. Okay, so let's make a start on the effects of the geosphere. The effects of the geosphere. So I will go through both Alif and the Kitab and some videos also to show you what the geosphere is all about. So let's make a start on the Alif. So in Alif, in your برنامج Alif, you will see there's 43. It begins with how does the geosphere affect the environment. So let's have a look how this affects it. So اسمع video, اسمع شرح.
Earth's surface has many mountains. Some mountains are thousands of meters high. For example, this mountain is about 3,000 meters high. Mountains can reach really up high. How do you think mountains form?
Okay, so they begin with the video of the mountains, and then next you will see this is about the geosphere. كل حجر وتربة on the earth are the geosphere. So the geosphere includes all the solid and melted rocks that make up the earth layers. So the surface of the earth can be divided into 4. So اسمع.
Geo means earth. The geosphere includes all solid and melted rocks that make up the Earth's layers. The surface of the Earth is called the crust. The crust is a solid rock. Under the crust is the mantle. The mantle is made of melted rocks or liquid. The inner core is solid iron.
So the kalima geo means earth, okay? And then this kalima sphere means a ball, a circle, like the earth is like a ball. So the earth ball and all the solid is the geosphere, and it's divided into 4. The first one, the ground we stand on, is the crust. Okay, so the first top layer is the crust. Then under that you have the mantle. The mantle is liquid. Okay, it is a rock, but it is melted rock. The rock becomes so hot, it becomes a liquid. So the mantle is a liquid rock. And then underneath is the outer core, is a solid, and then the inner core. And the last one, the inner core, is iron, hadid. This is what gives the earth the magnetic poles. The magnetism, like when you use your compass, it automatically turns to the north. So your compass is because of the hadid in the inner core, a solid iron. It is hadid inner core. So these are the 4 layers: crust, the top layer where we live, the mantle, liquid, melted rock, hajar but liquid, the outer core solid, and the inner core hadid solid. Okay, so those are the 4 parts of the geosphere. The geosphere has 4 parts: crust, mantle, outer core, and inner core. Okay, so now we will look at the crust, the top layer, the crust on the top where we live. So let's have a look. The geosphere, geo mean earth, sphere meaning ball, has 4 layers: crust on the top, mantle, this liquid hajar, but melted liquid because it's very hot, the outer core, and the inner core solid. And the inner core is hadid, made of hadid. So now the crust, the top layer, is like, we call these plates. These are like sahan. The sahan you eat with the food, yes, those are like sahan. They put these black lines around. This is one sahan. This is another sahan. This is another sahan. That one is a sahan. Here, this is another sahan. Okay, they are sitting on the liquid. These sahan, they are sitting on the liquid, so they move. If you ever put something on top of a liquid like water, it moves. So the crust here are sahans, and they move on top of this liquid. Okay, so the sahans, we call them plates, and they move. They move very, very slowly. Okay, very, very slowly. And when the plates move, this can cause many things: mountains, volcanoes, earthquakes also, all of them, because these sahans are moving. Okay, so another thing is these sahans also they form volcanoes where the hot spots are. A hot spot is an area where melted rock from the mantle, remember the mantle here, this mantle liquid, comes up to the crust, okay, and then out, and then this forms, this hot rock comes out and forms a volcano. So volcanoes are where the hot spots are, and the hot spots are where there's melted rock coming out. The melted rock, taht, under, taht, this magma. When it goes up, and come out, when it come out, it is lava. When it come outside. When it's inside, it is magma. Okay, now let's go to the next part. So now we know already, okay, geosphere, crust, the top part, mantle, liquid, and then outer and inner core are solid, and the inner core hadid, made of iron, okay? And on the crust, the top one, the crust here, this crust, and this one crust, they have like sahan, moving slowly, because under this sahan is liquid. So they are sitting on a liquid, so they move slowly, very slowly, okay? And where the sahans move, you can have hot liquid rock coming out. When it is here under, it is magma. When it come outside, it is lava. Okay, let's go to the next part. Bismillah.
When Earth's plates move against each other, the crust folds upwards.
So, just to show you, when 2 plates move towards each other, okay, here is one plate, here is another plate, they move toward, and they hit each other, then they push up, they make folded mountains. That is where Jabal, mountains, come from. 2 plates, this plate moving slowly, this plate moving slowly, then they hit each other and push up, and they make folded mountains. Okay, Ismail.
Forms folded mountains. Sometimes one plate is pushed down
So sometimes one plate go up and then the other plate go under. Okay, this is called fault block mountain. It's different type of mountain.
And the other plate is pushed up. This produces fault block mountains.
Okay, so that's how you get mountain, jabal. That's how you make from this and from this. This one, two sahan, this sahan move here, this sahan move here, and then they hit each other, boom, and then push up and make jabal. This one, the sahan go up and this sahan go under. This another different mountain called fault block. Okay.
A volcano is an opening in the Earth's crust where molten rocks flow to the surface. There are many volcanoes on Earth. Volcanoes are found in certain places around the world. Most volcanoes are on the ocean floor.
You see, volcano not only on the earth, they are also in the Bahar. More volcanoes are under the Bahar, sea, under the ocean. Okay?
This picture shows a volcano that is erupting. We call this volcano an active volcano. Click to go to the next screen to learn more about volcanoes.
Okay, let's see next what the type of volcanoes we get. Okay, so
Click the spots to learn how volcanoes form.
so the hot liquid under is called magma. Okay, it's magma.
Sometimes the pressure on the magma becomes so big. This causes a crack to form in the Earth's surface above the magma. Magma then erupts to the surface and is now called lava.
Okay, so
When magma flows on the surface, it is called lava.
so this here is the magma. So sometimes the earth breaks here, the crust breaks, and this magma is pushed up, and then comes out, boom, it explodes like a bomb. Okay, and then the magma comes out. When it's out here, it is lava. Okay, so let's have a look at the volcano forms.
Volcanoes form when one earth plate is pushed deep below another plate. The lower plate melts under very high temperatures and forms magma under the Earth's surface. Magma then gathers under the Earth's crust and stays there for a long time.
So you can see the volcanoes come from when one plate goes under the other. It's the same as the jebel. You know, you have the jebel called block mountains, fault block mountains. Okay, so this also you can get volcano from it. Okay, now let's look at the types.
There are three types of volcanoes. An active volcano is one that is erupting and magma flows to the surface. A dormant volcano is one that is erupting but might erupt in the future. An extinct volcano is one that is not erupting, will not erupt in the future.
So you have thalatha no. This one active. This one is the active one. It is making lava coming out, boom, exploding. Okay, and you see it sometimes on TV. So this one is active. Hada dormant. Dormant means نوم, sleeping. Okay, maybe 10,000 سنة it will push and explode. But for now it is sleeping. It's called dormant volcano. And هذا موت, dead, extinct. Extinct means dead, finished, will never make anything. Okay, because there's no magma here. Okay, it is empty. So هذا موت, هذا volcano dead, extinct means dead. So ثلاثة نوع volcano: active, هذا active; dormant, نوم, sleeping, maybe بعد 10,000 سنة it will come out. And موت, dead volcano. Extinct, we call this extinct. Sleeping one, dormant. And the one making big explosions, this one is active. Okay, let's go to see the next part. Okay, so that one showed you all of those things. Okay, now let's have a look at the final part.
The Earth's geosphere is made of solid and melted rocks that make up the layers of the Earth. The Earth's geosphere can change the shape of the Earth's surface. You have learned that the Earth's surface is made of large.
You see, these are the sahan. One sahan, this one is another sahan, and this one another sahan, this one another. They are moving slowly, very slowly, because under them is the mantle, which is liquid. Under them is liquid. So this is sahan moving slowly. Okay.
Pieces
Plates.
Called plates. When Earth plates move slowly against each other, they form mountains and volcanoes. Mountains are formed when plates push against each other.
You see, هذا صحن. This صحن go تحت, under, and هذا صحن. This صحن go up, and this will make jabal.
When a plate is pushed deep below the Earth's crust, it melts and becomes magma.
See, this one going, هذا صحن. This going under, and then this magma, this one, the sahan, going up. So this push, because this is going up, it is pushing this magma, push, and then this magma come out in the bahar, and هذا bahar.
When pressure on magma is very high and there is a crack in the Earth's crust, magma goes up to the surface. An active volcano is a volcano that has magma erupting from it into the surface. A volcano can be dormant. A dormant volcano is a volcano that is about to erupt at any time. An extinct volcano is a volcano that will not.
هذا volcano is dead, موت, ما في magma. Okay, never will, and there will be never anything to come out.
Erupt. In this lesson, you learned that the geosphere can affect the environment. As mountains in the geosphere form, the shape of the Earth's surface changes. Volcanoes are another example in the geosphere that affect the environment. Can you think of more examples in the geosphere that affect the environment?
Okay, so that was the geosphere. And in your book, you can see about what is the geosphere, which part is the crust, the mantle, the inner core, the outer core, the molten rock, like the mantle, okay, and how you get mountains here, about mountains, two mountains, folded mountains, and fold block mountains. Remember, folded mountains, two sahan hit each other. Wa alaikum assalam, welcome. Welcome. We are doing the geosphere. هذا geosphere. Okay, just 1 minute. So we are talking about the geosphere, okay? And in the geosphere, we talked about just going back here a little bit. We talked about the Earth geosphere. Geo means earth, sphere means ball. So the earth is like a ball, and it has 4 parts: crust, mantle, outer core, and inner core. The crust is where we stand, the mantle is liquid, and the outer and inner core are solid, and the inner core is hadid. And the crust, this one on the top, has sahan. These are plates. We call them sahan plates, and they move slowly. Where they move against each other, you will get volcanoes and jabal mountains. Okay, so this shows you in your book on page 70 and 71. Okay, and here is more examples of landslide and mudslide, but we will get to that next. Okay, let's move on to the next ders. Okay, so that was 43, and if we have a look at 44, you will see about the landslides. Okay, so rocks hajar and soil turba. Okay, Isma.
You have learned that the Earth's geosphere includes all solid and melted rocks. The geosphere includes all the Earth's layers. This includes the Earth's surface and the rocks and soil that it contains. You also learned that mountains slowly form and change their shape. Soil slowly forms and also changes shape. In this lesson, you will learn how soil and rocks change and affect the environment.
Okay, so we are gonna learn about the soil.
Gravity can cause rocks to fall down a slope. Heavy rain and earthquakes can make rocks loose.
So these rocks sometimes fall. This is called a landslide because of if there is too much matter, heavy rain, okay, it can break the rocks. If there is earthquake, it can break the rocks and they fall. That's called landslide. Okay.
Loose rocks easily fall down and cause a landslide. Soil can also slide down in a landslide. Heavy rain can cause the soil to soak in water. So it becomes muddy and heavy. Heavy mud cannot hold on to a slope. When heavy mud slides down a slope, it can take down trees or houses in its way. A landslide of mud is called mudslide.
Okay, so
gravity can cause rocks to
the turba soil, the turba can have a lot of matter, heavy rain, and also the turba can move. Here you have turba on the top. If you have a lot of heavy matter, heavy rain, okay, the turba move. This is called mudslide because soil, turba and matter together, they make mud. And when the mud moves down, it's called mudslide. When the rocks move, it is a landslide. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Humans cut trees to get wood from trees. Wood from trees is used to make buildings, furniture, and paper. We call this deforestation. Deforestation is the action of removing trees in a large area. These human actions cause the soil to become less stable or easy to move. Less stable soil can slide down slopes very easily.
Okay. Now, Bini Adam cut shajar. When you cut a shajar, it is called deforestation. When you cut trees, the turba, when it have matter, it can move. Huh? When you cut shajar, it is deforestation. It is bad for the soil, for the turba, because it can cause mudslide. We talked about mudslide before. One of the sabab reasons is because Bini Adam cut the shajar. Okay, now let's go to the next one.
The soil is part of the geosphere. Soil forms when rocks break down and become sediments. Rain, wind, and plants slowly break rocks. It can take thousands of years for soil to form. Soil is made of sand, clay, minerals, and humus. Humus is non-living animal or plant material. Humus helps plants grow in soil. Soil also contains water, air, and tiny living organisms.
Okay, so you see in the fork is turba. This is soil, but taht it is hajar. So hajar slowly ألف سنة بعد ألف سنة slowly بدل change to the turba. So turba come from hajar. Okay, turba has many good things. It has mineral, it has موت نبات وموت بني آدم وموت حيوان mixed in it. So it is good for nabat to grow in the turba. But the turba is at the top. Under is hajar. The hajar under breaks slowly, take a long time, break, then bedel to turba. Turba come from hajar. Okay, and this turba that has dead things in there, this aswad turba is good for nabat. Okay, this turba is called turba with a humus. Okay, aswad turba has humus. That means dead animals and dead plants mixed in there, and it is good for the nabat. Okay.
Click to learn about the different types of soil.
ثلاثة النوع تربة is ثلاثة النوع. Forest, this is where the shajar grow. Desert, this is where nabat cannot grow. And grassland, okay? And grassland, it's where the small plants and grasses grow. And this one is the best. The best turba is this aswad turba, grass soil. Okay, then بعدين forest, and then آخر desert, because the desert one doesn't have minerals, and it doesn't have mai, and it doesn't have a lot of oxygen, so nabat cannot grow in the desert ones. Okay, the next one is the forest one, and this one good for the big shajar to grow, but for many small plants this one is the best, and most nabat are small, so they like aswad turba. Okay, that is the best one. Grass soil, grassland soil. That is the best turba. Okay, now let's continue. Now I will show you a video on the geosphere. The geosphere. 1 minute.